Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. We're back for another Sync Producer Live. I'm excited to be back, even though I can't hear myself. I need to turn my... There we go. That's better. Let me see what we got in the building, man. We got Garvey Maynard. What's good? Sync Music Biz. Let's get it. We got Seth Hood in the building. What's good, Seth? We got Michael Connor Music in the building. Happy Friday. We did make it. We did indeed make it. It's Friday. I love Fridays. Fridays is great. Jason Dowdy's in the building. What's good, Jason? I see you. We got Nikki in here. Good to see you back in the building, Nikki the Jukebox. Yes. Exciting week. Reviewing music later tonight, seeing if music is ready for TV and film. Excited to dig into that. Right now, we're going to dig into some wins in the community, and then after that, we're going to dig into some questions, man. See if y'all stuck, get y'all unstuck, or if you're just curious about stuff in regards to sync and all of that good stuff. If you're new, then you about to get familiar with this dope community of producers we have in this joint. We got Jay Keys checking in. Good to see you, Jay Keys. Shout out to the Sync Producer Hub members in the building. Hit the link in the description if you want to learn more about Sync Producer Hub. We teach producers how to produce, prepare, and pitch placement ready music and TV, and we have fun doing it. So go to syncproducerhub.com or hit the link in the description. Check that out. Yeah, man, we about to get it going. Let's go to the community, man, and see what y'all been up to this past week. My window randomly disappeared right before the stream started, so I was like, where did it go? And then it went to another screen. So is that your track in the intro, Dangerous? Yes, it is, Garvey. That is my track. I'm trying to remember what I made it for. I can't even remember. So we got one from Michael Connor, a corporate win. I applied to set up a corporation a few days ago, and after some fine-tuning with the name selection, J2911 Productions, Inc. is live. Shout out. Bro, the volume. Dude, I just about took my hearing out with one DJ horn. Man, that was loud. Let's not do that. Goodness. Anyways, this win is a setup for the legacy I want to leave behind for future generations. Next step, getting set up with publishing on SoCan. Grateful for the process and all those who've helped get me to this point. That's super dope. Congrats to Michael on that. Getting official, man. I love to see it. Jay Key says, I finally submitted something this time. Dope. Can't wait to hear it, man. Looking forward to it. For sure. Yeah, it's funny, switching from different setups is if I'm doing something before I go live, then I gotta make adjustments to audio and stuff like that, just from mixing stuff. So yeah, it gets real interesting with the audio stuff. Let's see, we got Phil Bailey with the win. Completed my first orchestral remake. I've been wanting to learn orchestral music for some time now, but always found an excuse not to, whether it be lack of knowledge, gear, or quality sounds. But a few months ago, I decided to just use what I had and just go for it. FYI, this was by far the hardest music I've ever attempted to learn by ear. Here's the original version. Here's the remake. So he shared that inside the hub. I won't play the original. But let's do a segment of the remake. Let me see. Sounds epic already. Sounds like super cinematic and theatrical. So listen, if y'all inside the Sync Producer Hub, y'all got to check out that entire track. Cause that sounds like it's about to be dope. And then to get the full context, like go and listen to the original version. Cause that definitely sounds like it's about to be it's about to be fire. I'm gonna go back and listen to the full thing. Yeah, so the mute button does not take away the loud DJ horn. Listen, okay, tonight's mission, my mission, personal mission tonight on tonight's stream is to not mute myself for an extended period of time. The whole stream, no muting accidents. That's what I'm going for. That's my goal tonight. I came so close last week, and then at the last stretch, just bombed it completely. So yeah, man, shout out to Phil out here stretching the skill set. I love to see it. Yeah, it makes you extremely valuable when you can approach music, from a few different lenses and do different things and kind of step outside of what you normally do. We got another win. We got Frime Beats, Feels Good, monthly royalties from Film Pack. At first, when you start for Audio Library, you tell yourself that the amounts you get monthly are not very big and that it's not a good business. But when you realize after 2 years that you're getting that consistent flow coming in every month for some of the same beats, you realize that you sold your beats for way more that you would have sold to anybody else. And in the long run, it's worth it. Always happy to get my monthly royalties from Film Pack. I'm proud to be one of their producers. That is a win. Love it. Yes, I finally have the audio dialed in, the volume. That's dope. And I agree 100%. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot when you're getting it in like these small wins, or like these small payments and royalties, or like these small sync fees. But when you zoom out over, like a decade, you realize you've made thousands upon thousands and tens of thousands of dollars from something you did literally like one time, submit it, and you're on to the next, and it just keeps paying you. It's no better feeling. And it makes you look at income differently, like at least from your music business. It's just like, yo, like there was a point in time where as a producer, right, I feel if you have multiple skill sets, like use those skill sets, right, to generate income for your music business, especially if the goal is to be full time. Like, use everything you have to add to that bucket of income. So at one point, I was offering like mixing and mastering services to whoever needed, like artists and things like that, or other people who just have music that's mixed and mastered, or even just like other one-off like audio projects. And it was crazy because like I was sitting there mixing a project, and I was just thinking to myself, man, like once I finish this mix, and I've put in hours in this mix, I was just like, this is the only time I'm gonna get paid from this, because I didn't write it. It's not my music. And I was just like, like that's it. Like I just spent, I don't know, let's estimate 5 hours, right, mixing a song. I just spent 5 hours mixing this song. I'm going to get paid, I forget. It was somewhere between like $200 and $400. I can't remember exactly. I can't remember if it was like $200 for mixing and another for, it was somewhere between $200 and $400. I'm like, for the 5 hours, I'm going to make $200, $400. And then that's it. I'm not going to see anything else. I could have taken this same 5 hours and produced and wrote a music for Sync and that could have potentially not only generate $400 just to make it for a publisher, but then on the back end accumulate sync fees and royalties, and I probably would have still been getting paid from those 5 hours. And then once I sat there, that's why time is like dangerous sometimes. When you have too much time to think about something, I was sitting there working on that mix and I was thinking about this thing heavy. I'm like, do I still want to offer this service? Because now, once you get so busy in sync, it starts to not make as much sense, because it's just like, I have briefs that I need to be working on, like, and this is pulling me away from that, and that is going to pay me multiple times over and over and over again. And then that is when I decided this is going to be my last mix. And then I stopped offering mixing and mastering services. And I was just like, I need to be spending more time doing the thing that is going to pay me more than once. And sync licensing does that. So yeah, man, it's a great feeling. So shout out to Frime. He's out here getting paid over and over and over from his music. Shout out to Philip, hit level 7 this week. He says, hey, yo, I went to sleep in level 6 and woke up in level 7th heaven. Crazy feeling that only us in this group will understand. Thank you all for your support, love, feedback, and encouragement. Definitely blessed to be a part of this group and now a member for life. Funny side note, is this feel what it feels like to be in a gang or fraternity? Just kidding. So yeah, man, shout out to Philip, level 7. Let's go. Frime Beats with another win. Became CMO for controller.xyz. So what started with proposing help placed me as marketing director for voice controller.xyz, a direct Suno competitor offering voice to AI voice and song generator tools, starting at $2,000 a month to handle their Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, IG ads, and already after 2 months, monthly sales are up by 30%. We're approaching 210,000 users. That's fire. And he's getting 12% of the monthly revenue after 6 months. Let's go. My man's out here negotiating. Again, using all the skills you have, like, that's awesome. He obviously has a skill set to become valuable and wiggle his way into some opportunities, which is super dope. Love to see it. Jason Dowdy with an additional income stream win. Today is income stream day, like, period. I just landed my first 2 clients for a new income stream. I wanted to do something that would take minimal time away from my number one sync focus, but still give me a chance to make some right now money that I could scale later. I took 2 weeks off from sync and put together this website to offer music editing services to dance studios. It makes sense since my girls are going into competitive dance. Oh, that's super dope. And my wife comes from that world as well. DanceSchoolMusic.com. I have my virtual assistant direct emailing the dance studios to drum up business, and I just finished my first 2 jobs. The only time I have to invest is speaking with the dance school owners and doing the work. It's exciting when the plan comes together. I love that. Let's go. He got the team in place, leveraging other people's time so that he can still get what he needs to get done on the sync time. That's the cheat on the sync side. That's the cheat code. Another win from Tunde. This is my orchestral hybrid EP that got accepted by SoundZone. I just hope that it gets a placement, but only time will tell. For now, I'll just enjoy this win. Then he dropped the link. Super dope. Listen, y'all out here crushing it. Keep it up. Shout out to the Sync Producer Hub members. If you want to get some wins like them, click the link in the description. It's not a game. What's up, Janelle? Good to see you. Yeah, man. No doubt, bro. No doubt. Super dope stuff. Let's see. Rich is in the building. What's up, Rich? Good to see you. Omega Johnson's in the building. What's up, Omega? Clint, without accidental pantomime, place your bets. Let's get this parlay going against that mute button. No mute today. And don't mute Miguel's track. Yes, we must not mute There just should be no muting. There's just anti-mute episode tonight. Nikki said, "Good luck with that, Mute Man." That's a new nickname right there, Mute Man. What's up, Larry? Good to see you. All right, man. Let's get into some questions. Drop your questions in the chat. I'm gonna open up the member only line if you guys want to be brought up on camera or audio to ask your question. If you don't, it's all good. You can just drop it in the chat and we're gonna get to it either way. But yeah, shout out to all of the income streams out here. Shout out to everybody growing their music production businesses and using those skills as leverage. And yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. This has been a productive week for me. We got, let me see, was that last week or this week? Finished up some mixes. I think that was last week. But then I went back and I was listening. Listen, like pro tip, before you submit whatever you're submitting to the publishers, just take a listen through. I took a listen, but I didn't realize it until I was listening to I was looking for a song and I was listening to a previous playlist, that I sent the publisher, and I realized that I mixed the wrong hook on a song because they had us change the hook to one of the songs, and for whatever reason, I never flew the new hook into the session. So yeah, like I was working off of what was already in the session from like the original version, and I went and like finished mixing the whole thing and just mixed it, just had the entirely wrong hook in there. So I caught that, emailed the publisher, but it always helps to do another run through, listen through before you make that final submission. They were cool about it, like, you know, it happens, but it'll minimize any delays for sure. What's up, KJ? Good to see you in the building. Jason says, should we include 100% human-made in our metadata or something similar? Honestly, I don't even think it could hurt. I don't think it would hurt to put 100% human-made, because either one or two things. It's going to make somebody laugh, or it's going to be like a relief. Like, oh, okay, great. Why not? Because that's the thing now. They're like, you know, even in briefs, you'll see it where they're just like, no AI generated music or any of that, must be 100% composed by a human. So that's gonna be the new trending tag in sync. 100% human made. That's valuable now. It's crazy. James McGregor is in the building. What's good? The mute duel. This is it, man. The challenge not to mute myself. We got one from Seth. He says, if you're submitting to a library that targets reality shows, is it a pro or con to have 5 same style tracks versus 5 tracks of different styles? I think I would package it. I would package the same style tracks as like one project. That's what I would do. And then if there's any other genres, just separate them by projects and then submit those. Like, I think it's fine if you're submitting like different things, just packaged to where it's like a common theme. I was actually just working on a video, just kind of talking about a story of how I landed like 7 placements on a show on Hulu. It was 7 placements on the same episode, and it was like placements throughout other episodes, but that was the one episode that had like the most placements, and all of those tracks were literally from one album, and it was a theme. It was just like that whole album was this specific sound. So I think that's an advantage if you package it up and pitch it that way. So yeah. What's good, LV Drizzle? Good to see you. So yeah, good question. And then sometimes you just gotta you kind of have to feel the publisher out. You know what I mean? Like, depending on how they work. Because, okay, for example, I got multiple briefs today from TuneEdge. If anybody's, signed with TuneEdge, you've seen them as well. Honestly, they were all kind of similar. But okay, here we go. One brief. This was all today. One brief was looking for warm, neutral, chill indie rock holiday songs to play under diner scene for upcoming major release. Right? So that's one brief. Same publisher sends another brief a few hours later looking for Italian covers of public domain holiday tracks or holiday inspired Italian tracks. And then like 12 minutes later, they were looking to replace vintage Italian pop songs for a new indie film. Obviously, they need Italian music. They're working on an Italian film, or something based in Italy, because that's what, like 2 Italian briefs back to back, same publisher. But as you can see there, that's like 3 different briefs, same publisher. Because I know how they kind of work, I feel comfortable if I had something for it. I don't have anything for it, but I would feel comfortable submitting something to all 3 of these briefs, even though they're different, because, they're not really tripping. They're just looking for something that works. So you just kind of got to play it by ear. And then once you're with a company, like, publishers are open to you doing different things, like if you can do it well. You know what I mean? So just got to fill them out. Jason says, I'm pretty much just doing albums now and pitching them like 7 to 10 tracks. Yeah. Same here. Like, everything I've been working on, it's been album based. I'm trying to think if it's just, for the most part, just been album based. I've gotten some one-off briefs, like the one from TuneEdge and some other publishers, but I've been so tied up on the albums, I just haven't had time to really focus on them. But yeah, it's just been album stuff, which I don't know. I've been enjoying it because you kind of just get to lock into a zone and just kind of focus on that. So I think it's cool. Phil says, if I paid a guitarist to play on a track and I have them sign a work for hire agreement, do they still have to sign a contract with the publisher library, or can I have them sign a one-stop agreement? No. And I mean, I would double check with the publisher, but anytime I've had a work for hire agreement and they're not getting any royalties or like writer share or anything like that, it would just be the work for hire agreement between me and the guitarist, and then that's it. And then if the publisher needed to see it for whatever reason, I have the agreement. I show the publisher, hey, this is the work for hire, and then I'm just 100% composer or whatever. Then you should be good. The agreement is only between you and the publisher at that point. Unless the publisher has their own work for hire agreement or like release form, which honestly I may come across that situation on a project I'm working on. Sometimes they will handle that if you're bringing in the work for hire, and then they'll handle the agreement just so they're sure that they're handling it according to their legal specifications or whatever. So sometimes they'll do that. So I think to be safe, I'll probably just hit the publisher up like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing, work for hire agreement, do you need me to handle that directly with them, or do you guys need to step in, send them, any type of paperwork to sign off on that, and then they'll let you know what to do from there? That's a great question, though. Do you pitch with full songs or just instrumental? Both. I'm working on like both. I'm working on a couple albums that are full songs, and then a couple instrumental albums as well. Yep. So both. Garvey says, you never know who's watching you online when you start to succeed. I'm from the Bay Area. I got a notification from Manny Fresh a few years ago, and Too Short to name a few. Find your zone. That's dope. That's super dope. We got G5 calling in. Let's bring G5 up. Yo, G, can you hear me? I can't hear you if you're speaking. Let's take this question from LV. Let's see if G is he might still be getting his set up together. How many pitches you did before you landed your first placement? Seeing where XJ Will said he was at 200 something pitches and then landed a placement. I'm at 146 pitches. You know what? I don't even know, bro. Like, I just know it. I know it was taking a long time. So I don't know the exact number from pitches to placement, but that's a nice title, pitches to placement. But I know when I like very first started to like pitch, it was 7 years. Like from the first pitch through, like, I was going through Taxi at the time. Like that was like my very first experience pitching something. Yeah, it was another 7 years. It was another 7 years before I got a placement. And the crazy thing, like I was doing some pitching on my own that got me the publishing deal that ended up getting me the first placement on NFL and Fox Sports. And after that, that's when I learned what kind of companies to really look for. And that's when I doubled down and like upped my pitches. So I was pitching to like, once I got out of that publishing deal, I was pitching to like 3 to 5 companies every day for 30 days. And then even beyond that. And then it's tricky because obviously the first placement I knew about was like the first one. The first one I knew about after I went heavy on the pitches. Oh man, I don't even remember, bro. Was it Showtime? It was like this Notre Dame football special or something on Showtime. I want to say that was like one of the first ones. But then I got royalties for this show called Flex and Shanice. And I had placements on that show and I didn't know for like a year. So those were honestly actually like the first placements I got when I started my personal Road to 10 Placements journey. I just didn't know about them. So, yeah. But I know the 146 pitches is seeds. Some may grow. Just walking in faith. Yeah. Yep. That's all it is, man. Just planting those seeds and then, making adjustments along the way if needed. and going from there. Um, some good indicators. Let's talk about indicators while you're going through like the pitching process or you're waiting for placement. So some good indicators is if you're getting accepted, like you're getting tracks signed to publishers. That's a good indicator, especially if it's multiple publishers. That's always a good indicator. That's like, keep going. You're doing something right because somebody wants your music. Somebody thinks it's valuable. So that's an awesome indicator. If you're getting feedback to make adjustments to tracks that they want to sign, that's a good indicator. Yes, you got to go back, you got to fix some things, but they feel like it's worth fixing and they feel like they can use it if these things are addressed. That's a good indicator. If you're hearing back and they're saying, hey, we like your stuff, we just don't have a need for it right now, it sounds really good, check back in a couple months, a month, a few months, whatever, that's another good indicator. It's just, you're just not in alignment at that time with what you have, but they like your work and they want to hear more. It's a good indicator. So keep going. So like once you start seeing those indicators, you know you're on the right track, you know you're doing the right thing. Now it's just like, yo, get your shots up, like shoot as many shots as possible to increase your shooting average. Basically. Shout out to LW sharing the TV catalog. Thank you for sharing that link. Int Groove Muse says, I had the pleasure to watch PMA conference. It was dope, very detailed. Yeah, shout out to the Production Music Association. Super dope information they're always sharing over there. Love it. G5, what's good? My bad, Clint. I thought that the link put other Sync Producer Hub members together in a room. Like, oh yeah, no, we switched it up a little bit. So now it's just like the call in live. That's like you guys' link that the general public don't have. We got Michael Connor. Why is let's bring him up. There we go. Yo, what's good, bro?
That's good. I just picked up the camera, realizing that it was on the desk. That's the camera, the phone, the camera. So perfect timing.
Indeed.
It was just a comment, Christian, about Phil's point about the work for hire situation, and I think it's even more imperative to have that in place before you start a session, like with the app or the plugin called Muse Sessions. I'm not sure if anyone's seen that.
That sounds
it's crazy. I saw someone sent me a link to it.
Yeah.
And you can literally work in each other's doors. So you just have the plugin and then you enable access.
Oh, that's dope.
But yeah, it's crazy. So you can be in Atlanta or wherever, and then working on a door in Los Angeles or Australia.
Nice.
But I think having that work for hire is very important, obviously, because to be able to prove that you played those parts, you need that contract in place.
Yeah.
But yeah, the question was more about if anyone had seen the Muse plugin, because it's absolutely, I think it's a game changer, especially like for working remotely. So yeah, that was kind of what I was kind of getting at.
That's what's up. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. But yeah, I agree 100%. Like talking about that before y'all start working on it is always like best practice, because things get
definitely
weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's enough people in the same studio just saying, hey, I did this, I played that, no, I sung that lick or whatever. But when you're actually in a door, it's like, how do you prove that, right? You could probably take a picture if in the studio, but how do you do that in in a session Logic that's like 7,000 miles away, right? So,
yeah, true.
Yeah,
it's a good point. Yeah, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. No worries. Anytime.
Yep. All right, man.
All right, man. Cheers.
Yep. Love it. Let me see. 7 years. Yeah, bro. It was 7 years. So and it was 7 years because obviously like I didn't have Sync Producer Hub. I didn't have Road to 10 placements. I just had very minimal knowledge being shared on the internet. It was like nobody was like talking about Sync. Now everybody's talking about Sync. But I was going, the mistake I made getting started was I was going into it like, I have a style of music I like to make. I think this is dope. Here you go. Can you place it? And it took a minute to get out of my own way and figure out, okay, this is not in demand. This is what they need. This is what they're looking for. Structure, complete trash. Oh man, I was throwing elaborate intros and crazy like bridges, and man, we're talking like 3.5 minute, 4-minute tracks, easy. Overproduction, so many sounds, so many melodies. I was doing all the things I try and prevent producers from doing. I was doing it all. That's why I say, like, don't do this, or do this instead, because I did it and it didn't work. And that's why you all are able to see the wins you're seeing so quick. Because 7 years, you learn some things, man. So my structure was trash. Mixing quality still needed some work. Style of music just wasn't in demand. Let me see what else. Sound selection was really, really bad. I remember one time I was using like some stock Pro Tools sounds, and they were so bad. But I was just putting myself out there, man. I was like, yo, this stuff is fire. Like, here, listen. I was getting the feedback, and like, yeah, I wasn't getting yeses, but I was getting the feedback. So then I was able to make adjustments with the feedback and get better. And that's why we do the live music reviews, because it helps you get better. So then it just like kept getting better, kept producing, kept mixing, kept going, kept working. And eventually it just started to click. You don't really know when it clicks. You don't really know like if your mixes are necessarily like getting better, or if your music quality is getting better. You just keep working and working, and then just over time and repetition, you improve. And then you look up, oh shoot, like this track got signed. Oh snap, it got placed. Okay, now you start to get some consistency to your mixes. You get consistency to your production. You develop, more of a unique sound. And then you just find a pocket and a rhythm, and then you just like sit in that joint, and just, things just start to work out. And then from there, you take a step back, you see what didn't work, what worked, double down on what works, create a formula, create a framework from it, and then you create a repeatable process, and then you just keep doing that same thing, and then you just stack wins. And now, a decade later, we're still producing music for TV and film, which is awesome. Indeed, it is persistence for sure. But I was in it for the long run. I was just like, got to make it happen. From January to now, I blessed this one production company with 130 cues and roughly about 700 to 800 usable stems. I told ChatGPT that, and it said, holy moly, you're in beast mode. That's hilarious. I love it though. Like, imagine an editor gets a hold of like some of those tracks, and they're just like, yo, this is great. Let's use more of this guy's stuff. And they go find like 100 and something more cues, or hundreds of stems, and then just start using them all throughout like a whole season. And then all of a sudden you go from like things are going kind of slow to just like, yo, I just got like a whole bundle of placements. It can happen. What's up, Mr. High C? Good to see you. Yeah, man. 100%. Yeah, man. Shout out to these guys. Yeah, man. Quality info for sure. Travis Lewis, thanks for sharing your story, big bro. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. If you guys have any other questions, drop them in the chat. For the new people joining, this is Sync Producer Live, talking about how to get your music placed in TV and film, how to get unstuck if you're stuck, and then in a little bit, we're going to start reviewing some music and seeing if it's ready for TV and film. If you have not gotten your Shades of Sync ticket, go to shadesofsync.com, grab that joint immediately because the price will shoot up for those who like to wait last minute. I know us creative people, we be some last minute people sometime, myself included. So I get it. But you will pay the price for procrastination. But it's gonna be super dope, man. We got some amazing guests, super dope venue, bigger space to fit more people in because, we packed out the previous venue like 2 years in a row. So we just like, okay, let's give the people a little more space. But it's gonna be fire. When we're talking about AI and all of its developments, how to protect yourself and your rights with everything that's going on in AI, how to move in this space. We're gonna hear directly from some of the top music supervisors. One from NFL, man, we got some dope people. Some people work with Tyler Perry Studios. Just some amazing people will be in the building, and you definitely want to be there to rub shoulders with them. So yeah, me and Jay Will, we actually dropped a video. Check it out. It's on the channel. We dropped it a couple days ago on things you can do to prepare for the conference if you are coming. And we've also included like a resource that you can download in that video description. So definitely check that out. I think the video title is just like why your music isn't getting synced or something like that. But check that out because we dropped some gems to just kind of help you prepare. If you're inside the community, you already know, like, we're going to make sure that y'all have the tools that y'all need so that you can make the most of, conferences and these in-person events. So, AK the Genius says, is there a template on how to add sting endings to tracks? I saw a few YouTube videos, just wondering if there is a flow to it. It can be a variety of different things. We actually did, AK, inside the hub. Let me see. I did a video on the art of the sting ending. Let me see if I can find it. I'll tag you in it. There we go. All right. I just tagged you in the recording of that session, the art of the sting ending. That'll break everything out down. That's what you can't type. I can't type and talk. It's crazy. That'll break everything down, not out as I was typing that. But yeah, that's how I usually build them. And then I'll show you like different ways, like uses, because it's different if you're working on like a track that has like a bunch of instrumentation, it's like high energy. And then like, what do you do if you need a sting ending on something that's a little more mellow? So I give you different examples through that. And that'll be helpful. And then coming up soon, within the next couple weeks, we're doing another session inside the hub that is going to be the art of the transition, which should be really, really fun. So I'll get that in the calendar once I lock a date in for that, and then we'll do that. It'll be live, but I'll record it as well for the hub members. Indeed. Do you think AI will hurt music? I mean, I don't think it'll. it's disrupting things. I'll say that. It's absolutely going to disrupt. It is disrupting. But just like with anything else, any other technology, people will adapt and figure out ways to remain valuable. I think that's the main thing. So it would be like a combination of using AI as a tool, leveraging it. So you gotta, like, some of the stuff you gotta learn, or you should, to remain competitive, because if your competitors are using it and they're using it to work faster, more efficiently, more efficiently, we're making up words today. More efficiently, then they're just gonna outwork you just because they got the tools. But in terms of from the creative perspective, we got to talk to the latte lawyer about that at Shades of Sync, on what that's going to look like. But I'm not too worried about it, because we'll adapt, we'll figure out ways to remain valuable. And right now, publishers are just like, they're like, yo, we're good. What is this on my headphones? We're good on AI. So in the event that, I don't know, it becomes a thing that's in demand, I guess, I don't know, we'll see what happens, and we'll pivot if we need to and do something different from there. So let's take this question from KJ. Yo, what's good, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Chilling, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Get a
Awesome.
quick question for you. Just want to go back to like something you mentioned earlier. If you, so when you first started doing this thing, you didn't have all these extra, you didn't have the knowledge that you have now. when you were, when you first started sync, did you have this plethora of rappers that you have right now doing all this collaboration with you?
No.
And if you had what you have right now, do you think it would have taken us 7 years, or do you think it would have taken more like two, three?
Good question. I did not have I didn't have like the network of like artists and things like that to work with. Like I had, like, maybe, like, I met one at a conference, and then I had a friend who's also like a songwriter, so we did things. But that was about it. Like I didn't have like a huge variety of artists to work with at the time. Um, if I had the information that I had then, and I had the resources to be able to, create full songs and things like that, I definitely think it absolutely would have cut that 7 years down, a
Okay.
lot. Yeah, because it's
Okay.
just like, yeah, it's just, it was just a state of just not knowing, you know what I mean? But once you know like what to do, it's just like, it's like you all, like when you first heard about Sync, you knew, like, you can do the work, like all of you can do what needs to be done to get the placement. You just need to know what to do. Um,
Yeah.
and that's kind of, where I was. It's like that plus just kind of developing the skills so that sonically things are where they need to be. But yeah, absolutely.
Did you find it difficult, like just hearing, just being on here a while with you, just understand that you are a musician as well? Did you find a conversion from coming from like even the R&B sector, writing R&B, and then coming over to the sync side of it? Did you find it difficult to um, make the changes from R&B music to sync?
I don't think it wasn't difficult to make the change once I knew like the kind of music that was in demand. The challenge I had was not overproducing, because that was,
Yeah.
yeah, I was doing that even with the songs for artists. So it was like learning that, not putting like everything in a track, but and I think like mentors and stuff for that, because they were just like, yo, like, you know, the fancy stuff you do, like there's a place to do it. You don't have to do it throughout the entire track and just, you know, filling stuff up. So then I would find like these pockets of space to like throw in little ear candies and things like that, or like a nice little whatever. So yeah, I think that was probably the most challenging. But once I figured out, okay, you know, slow R&B stuff just doesn't get placed a lot. What else can you do? Make that pivot. That was pretty easy to do. Just from my background, like growing up in gospel music, gospel is like a combination of so many different styles of music. So it was easy to kind of switch over and do something different.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. It's because I encounter that sometimes. Is one thing I encounter is the rap. Is it like having a rapper on my material, like a track, or they say, "Hey, can you take your horns and transition them to real horns?"
Yeah.
I had a couple people mention that before. Like, "Hey, your horns are cool, but can you get some real horns to record it?" I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
You know, so trying to, you know, put a trombone, a 3-piece or a 4-piece together to go in the studio to cut some horns is like, you know what? That's be pretty time consuming. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I kind of run into sometimes is like the actual track. Oh, it's cool, you know, everything. Have you considered putting a rapper on it, you know, or something like that, or having some vocals put on it or whatever? So, yeah, that's one of the things I'm kind of running into. But I feel confident after, you know, spending time in the hub and like following things you've been teaching us. It's helped me to kind of craft my sound a little bit better, coming from, like you say, church background, coming from R&B background and stuff like that. But I got to talk to you about these rappers you do. I got to get a couple of these rappers you got, man, because you got some killers.
Appreciate it,
That's
man.
my second home in Atlanta, though. So, you know, I spent a lot of time in Atlanta down there for a long time. So, I probably need to just find some people that was over at So Deaf or whatever and talk to some people over there.
Yeah.
And see if I can get some people, some rappers. I just need about 2 or 3 of them, you know, just to put some stuff on here and there. But, yes, that becomes a challenge sometimes, but
yeah, man.
I thought I would ask you about that.
Yeah, drop a post in the collab section in the hub, because there's a few rappers in there, like producers who can also rap, and they're really good. So yeah, do that, and then you know, maybe some people in there, and then another thing I do sometimes is just like I'll be on Instagram and just like search keywords. And just scroll through different talent, and then if something stands out, you know, I'll reach out and say, hey, like, you know, working on some stuff for TV and film, would you be down? So I've connected with talent that way as well.
What have you seen as be the standard, like when somebody wants to, if you want to do work for hire per se? When you have a rapper you don't know, how do you approach that when you go in there and talk to somebody?
If it's a rapper and they're writing, I'll just do like splits with them. We'll just kind of split things, usually just down the middle. Just keep it
50-50.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Okay.
And then that way it just brings them on as a writer. And then they'll get back in, and then if there's any upfront, then we'll split that as well. That's how I usually do it, and I'll just like let them know upfront, like, yo, if you're cool with the terms, then, you know, we can go from there. If not, it's all good. Just let me know, and then kind of go from there.
Okay, cool. I may look at that approach. I also will look in the hub and see if, you know, when I need somebody like that, just go in there and try to see if I can find out. I know you can search member names, but I didn't know if you can search by like their skill set. Rapper, vocal, you know, brass, guitar player. I know Kevin Cheeks plays guitar, so if I need a guitar player, I know Kevin plays guitar.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, I don't think you can search by title, but I know for sure. Yeah, if you throw a post on the collab thing, then whoever raps or has other skills, then they can reply at least.
And Michael McConnell with his VST guitar, we know he can play.
Exactly.
All right, I'll let you go, bro. I just wanted
to
ask you about that in detail, how you approach that. You know, what some of the tips that you know, experience have been helpful for you.
Yep. That's it, man. Well,
thank you, man.
Yep, you too.
See you, Lo. All right.
Yep, peace.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. LV Drizzle says plenty of rappers on Reddit, just weed them out. Yeah, you definitely gotta do that for sure. Main Event, yep, it's another one. Lawrence Jackson, Phil, I know Phil, he's dope. Phil, is it Phil Durrell in the hub or no? I think it's the last name is in the hub, but yeah, there's a few of them. We'll take one more question and then we'll transition here. G5 says, is there anything that you have learned recently that you wouldn't mind sharing that has helped you in the sync licensing music business? That I've learned recently. What has helped me, man? I think just being a problem solver, like being able to kind of be like the one, like the go-to source to get everything that's needed for a project done, right? So if there's a budget, you know, how can you help the publisher stay within budget and still accomplish what they're trying to accomplish? You know, if there's certain instrumentation that they need, instead of them having to find the musician, offer like, hey, I know, you know, I have a network of musicians or whatever that I can reach out to, and then that takes that off of their plate. And then, you know, you become more valuable because now it's just like, it's one less person I have to worry about managing. I can just reach out to this one contact and know that, you know, they're doing the communication between everybody else on the project. And it's almost like, it's like having a manager or some type of team leader, you know, overseeing the project, like a project manager basically. And I think that's something I've seen, especially even like with AI, if you're able to direct and manage a team of people and communicate and be able to put together a finished product working with, you know, different people. I think that's extremely valuable. That's something that I've learned recently, and that can help you stand out versus just only being able to do just one thing. If you know how to do multiple things and you can bring that to the table, that can be extremely valuable. So that's one thing I learned. Great question. All right, you guys, we are going to transition. We're going to take a quick break because we got to get snacks for the live music reviews. We're going to see if your music is ready for TV and film. So stick around. You go get you a snack. I got me a snack, and I'm gonna share a story about that snack when we come back. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the All right. Let's get it. Time for music reviews. If your music is ready for TV and film, we're going to let you know. If it's not, we will also let you know. But we will give you some feedback to hopefully help you so that you can get it where it needs to be to increase the chances of it actually getting placed. Last week, y'all shared some amazing music, so I'm looking forward to hearing more amazing music this week. But first, we got to see who's on the leaderboard. So let's go to the leaderboard. All right, we're going off the 7-day leaderboard. So we got Philip Davis, we got Alexander. How do you say your last name, bro? Alexander Querfort. One of those are silent. Do y'all think the D or the T is silent? Querford or Queerfort. Alexander Queerfort. Now, see, I need to learn this now. All right, Nicole Whitehead is number 3. So I'm excited. Let's see those fire emojis. Drop some fire emojis if y'all ready to listen to this music. I need to see them before we get started. And I also need to know how to pronounce that last name correctly. That's my challenge this week. Welcome to the newbies. Do we have any newbies or first timers? Make yourself known. Because we got to show y'all some love too, especially if y'all submit it. I just seen Flares drop a post about creating a custom sample in a trailer. We got to check that out. Because we all know that dude in some sound design is, it's crazy. We need to talk about this snack. So, what's up, Nate? Good to see you. LW with her commentary says, this would be the perfect time to mute when you can't pronounce something. Don't we just love LW and her quite consistent insults to my to my speaking. All right, listen. I was excited today because I was not expecting this. I went to my local grocery store to get the kids some gummy bears for movie night because they have like movie night on Friday night. While obtaining the gummy bears, something caught my eye. And with joy, I cited masa at my local grocery store for the first time. It was like in the new like product or brand aisle or whatever. So I guess they're doing like a test run, and if people like it, they'll like permanently put them in the chip aisle. I was so excited because they had my favorite flavor at the grocery store because it was like just regular, and then it was this, and I was just like, I'll take it. It's not lime, so I'm good. So I grabbed the bag. I just grabbed it. I was just like, let me support, because you know they hooked me up. If you guys want 20% off, they hooked me up with a code so you can get 20% off for your Masa chips. It won't work like in the grocery store though. Like you got to go online if you want the 20% off. But I was so excited. I grabbed the bag, and then my wife looked at me. She was like, why'd you get those? You get them for free. And I was just like, well, to support. But yeah, shout out to Masa Chips. We like them because they're super clean. It's just like a few ingredients. 100% grass-fed beef. They're cooked in beef tallow. 100% grass-fed beef tallow. Just all natural ingredients. None of like the crazy seed oils and all of that stuff that causes inflammation and all that extra stuff. So yeah, I was super excited. I was just like, bet, let me buy some so that they can become permanent. So I love it. Oh, it was Sprouts. The grocery store was Sprouts. So if you have a Sprouts or you live by Sprouts, check out Sprouts. But there's been some other members in the hub posting sightings of masa chips. So they could be in other stores as well. But I know personally I seen them at Sprouts. So yeah, if you're wondering, I thought Clint was getting ready to say the mute button caught my eye. No. So yeah. All right, Flair's put like 7 effects plugins on that joint. It's crazy. All right, I seen the fire emojis. Let's get started. I lost my leaderboard. Let me bring my leaderboard back. All right, Philip Davis. Let's see if we got something from Philip. I'm going to crack open these Hatch chili flavored, which is my favorite. It's this and then the Cabanero, the best flavors in my opinion. I still haven't tried the new line though. We haven't tried it. LW's, I guess, tried. I don't know if she tried the new one or the original one. She said it wasn't bad, but I mean, it is LW, so we don't know. We don't know for sure what's going on with LW. All right, so Philip Davis. Did we get a submission from Philip Davis? We did. Super late today. Like literally 24 minutes ago, we got a submission from Philip. He got it in, though. That's all that matters. Life had held up, but I made it. This is a flute-inspired track with heavy hits and a cinematic feel. Hope y'all like it. Let's check it out. Masa chip sightings. There you go. That's its own category in the community. Let's check this out. No mute, all right? We going all the rest of the session, no mute. Check. All right. Yeah, I like it. It definitely has a vibe. LW says, I like this for on hold sounds. I agree, man. Like flutes work well for hold music for whatever reason. You get a nice catchy melody. I'll hold for, as long as I need to. But yeah, I like it. I like the vibe. It kind of has almost like a dark tension vibe to it. Yeah, I think that like the kick, I probably like turn the kick up a little bit, or like, add some boost the EQ, maybe, I don't know, around 200 to 300 hertz, maybe. a little bit of extra punch. But definitely like the vibe. You got your Sting ending. Structure's nice. Nice little breakdown. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I rock with it. Let's go, Philip. Good work. Definitely a minor key. Yeah, for sure. These chords are retro feel, maybe add some vintage mix elements. Yeah. You chew on beat anyway, so you may as well get a work for hire contract for each track review. Additional sounds. Like, credit me for chew. Like, chewing Anthony Clint Jr. And I'll be modest. Give me like 2.5%. I'll be all right with that, just for the chew. To add those chews in there. Mixed with solid, can hear the use of pan. I agree. Yeah. Good work, man. Keep it up. Flute hype. I like the title too, because like immediately it's like something with flute. So if somebody's like searching, I want a song with like a flute, like that's gonna pop up in the search 100%. So let's go. We got Alexander. Last name pending. It's me pending to pronounce it correctly. But shout out to Alex, man. He's been dropping this like this weekly recap of like the entire community. It's like super fire, like takeaways, wins. Look at this. Check this out. Resources and strategies. He links you to the post. So if you guys see this, like I try and pin it when I see it. So you guys can like go through and just get like the highlights or whatever from the week. Like if you had a busy week and you just haven't been able to keep up with everything, he's throwing in the highlights and top questions and things like that, which is super dope. Plugins, because people are sharing like dope plugins and stuff all together, which is not helping my plugin acquisition syndrome at all. But I thank you anyway. So yeah, dope stuff. Check that out when you get a chance. All right, back to the music reviews. Alexander, let's see if he submitted anything this week as we scroll through. I'm not seeing it yet. I don't think he got one in this week, but that's okay. We'll just keep working down the list. I'm gonna just scroll back up just to double check. Yeah. All right. No worries. But shout out to Alexander for being 2 on the 7-day leaderboard. We got Nicole up next. Nikki, who blessed us with a flute track recently as well. Percussion tracks featuring Anthony Clint on Chew. That's fire. That's how you stand out, man. You just invent an instrument. All right. Here we go. This is called March On. I'm so tired from work, but had to add something today. It's a motivational song that has light orchestration, marching band drums, and a little rock at the end. It was originally a 4-person song, but I shortened it to just my verse and a little something at the end. Excuse me. I'm singing, also doing the guitar solo at the end, singing that as well. Super dope. Let's check it out. Let's go. Make sure y'all check that out.
If we keep our eyes on the prize, then we can't go wrong. So we march on. Into battle we go. If we keep our eyes on the prize, then we can't go wrong. So we march on. Into battle we go. So many obstacles right in front of you. In order to make it, it's them you gotta go through. And I implore you, don't let them fight, you call life that you're the general. This is a battle, you already know who's won. So stop being discouraged. Get up and get it done. Get up and get it done. Done, done, done. Yeah, you got to know this. You can't go wrong when you stay focused. If we keep our eyes on the prize, then we can't go wrong. So we march on, yeah. Into battle we go. Oh, if we keep our eyes on the prize, then we can't go wrong. No. So we march on. Into battle we go. Oh, yeah.
Is she singing guitar? Is that what she said she was doing? What in the world just happened? She just sung the guitar. When people go to Berkeley, like, I'm convinced that they like inject them with superhuman musical capabilities on top of what they already have. And that is the result of that. That is what I believe. It's my Berkeley conspiracy theory. Listen, that was fire. Love the vocals, the harmonies. LW is like nobody's beating this tonight. Not when you sing guitar and it sounds like a guitar solo. But you can hear, that was genius, because you can hear the vocalishness to it, which just gives it a crazy texture. Yeah, wow. Basically, I mean, so there you go. All right, so I'll catch y'all next week. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Nikki won tonight. That was dope. That was dope. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that. Sounds great. Love the creativity and the march on. Like, I think like lyrically that could work for a lot of different things as well. So yeah, positive, uplifting, great energy, great vocals, like lots of ear candy. 100%. Rich says, my only critique is that the piano could be placed by a clav or a harpsichord for color. Sweet solo, DJ horn. Now we know she is AKA jukebox. Yeah. So there we go. Vogue. Yeah, I make up words all the time. It's crazy. You win your own bag of masa lime. Yeah, no doubt. All right. Well, there you go. That was top 3. Let's we got Seth Hood at 4 since Alex didn't submit anything. Let's see if we got one from Seth and we'll play his. Super dope. There we go. She sent me an AI demo of the track with vocals and a drum pattern. I took it from there. She went to the studio and laid down the vocals. We went back and forth until we got it right. Pretty Girl University. Electric Princess is a songwriter artist who's also active in the industry. If you need someone to write, then we listen. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Yes, yes, girl. Go, 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 girl. Yes, yes, girl. Go, 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 girl.
1,000 stars in the sky. A million reasons why I rock these diamonds and pearls. Cause I'm a pretty girl. I may be a lot of
Sinkable.
Basic. I will never be lace glove in my gown. All black draped down. Classy. I ain't ratchet. I was born a savage. And if you catch me in that black and pink, just know I'm so fresh and so clean. So fresh and so clean. Cause I'm Texas bred, Georgia fed. Lipstick check. Makeup, yes. Texas made me, Georgia raised me. ATL is where I be.
Pretty girl university. Pretty girl university. Pretty girl university. ATL is where I be. PG University. Pretty girl university. ATL is where I be. ATL is where I be. So glamorous.
Yes, I'm fresh to death. Ow, so glamorous. Yes, I'm fresh to death. Ow, ow.
Ay, 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 ay.
Yep. PG University. Yes, yes, yes. That's where you'll find me. PG University.
Girl, go, 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 girl. Yes, yes, girl. Go, 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 girl.
Texas made me, Georgia raised me. ATL is where I be. ATL is where I be. Texas made me, Georgia raised me. ATL is where I be. ATL is where I be.
Yes, 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 girl, go, 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 go,
I can hear this
girl.
on all types of shows, movies,
Yes, 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 girl, go, go,
commercials.
go, 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 girl.
To death, ow, so glamorous, fresh to death, ow, yes, I'm fresh.
I was gonna mention that.
Ow, so glamorous, fresh to death, ow.
Cleo, what's up?
University.
Ooh, it's a movie by itself right here. Let's go. Super dope. That would be dope, LW. I ain't gonna lie. We should do that. That was dope. That was dope. So Jason mentioned a great point about the states being mentioned. Yeah, that section, that's something to be mindful of for sure. Where it was placed in this song, I think there's enough in this song for them to get around those sections and still be able to get some decent syncs out of it. That's what I think saved it. I think if it was something that was like,
Yep.
ATL is where I be. PG University. ATL University.
ATL is where I be.
Pretty girl university. Pretty girl university. Pretty girl university.
so that part right there, Pretty Girl University, they can use that there and get a decent sync, and then the verses. So there's some spots you can get around it, but yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind. But I think it was dope. I think it was dope. Dope energy. Nice performance, character, and the voice throughout the track made it real fun. Dope work. Let's go. Instrumentation on point. It's random, hearing random stuff. Like, I don't know if it's like animals or like humans. It's crazy. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, all of y'all been in y'all's back. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all been making this very, very tough to like pick top 4 at the end of the night. It's very challenging. Had to run out child emergency, but came back to Pretty Girl Chat. Hopefully the kid's okay. I'm telling you, man, that you just kids. It's constant emergencies with kids. I'm telling you, man. It's like just the mission is to keep them alive every day. All right. Let's start randomly. Gabriel. This one is a reggaeton dembo style. I probably said that wrong. I was pitching to different libraries, and this one library asked if I had any reggaeton on hand. I went over and did some. This is one of them. I feel it could be nice for promo, ad, celebration, and just dancing vibes. Let's go. Okay, good. Yeah, I think you nailed it. Straight to the point. The only thing, I thought the intro was kind of long. No, I take that back. The snare started coming in. Things are moving around 8-9 seconds. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to go. Think it's ready. Great. Excuse me. I should stop eating during the stream. I keep burping. It's rude. Great sound selection. You nailed the genre. Structure's on point. Energy's there. Tempo's perfect. Makes you want to dance. I can hear this on all types of stuff. And with the little vocal chop joint. Super dope. Let's go. Yep. KJ's rocking with it. LW says Pitbull could crush this 100%. Rich is rocking with it. Nikki likes it. James is vibing with it. Yeah. Super dope. Yeah, that's high energy right there. All right. Let's do Felipe. This week I've been working on some dramedy tracks. Wanted to compose a full catalog of them so I can upload them all with non-exclusive music libraries. Here's one of them, Playful. Have a nice weekend. Unwanted Outcome. Chewing bourbon. C and B. was it. That was it. It's ready. You nailed it. A whole album of that. They gonna eat it up. Yeah, they gonna eat that up. They gonna eat it up. All types of stuff. All types of shows. The thing I like about Dramedy is anytime I've produced a Dramedy album, I have seen it in such a wide array of shows, like everything from cooking to reality to like home improvement or like real estate stuff to like, I mean, just everything. You just see it on everything. It just works. So, dope stuff. That's what it sounds like when I'm about to be nosy. Exactly. He nailed it. That's what nosiness sounds like. So we just played Seth's. All right, let's go up to the top. Demetric Cleveland. Oh, he says I would try and get something later on the duties of being at work. We get it. We understand. Jason, I thought I'd dust off the microphone and create a few cinematic pop songs for the upcoming Shades of Sync conference. The album concept is Breaking Free, Hollowed Halls. Let's go, Jason.
These halls tell a story. I feel the past in every step. These halls in all their glory, watch until there's nothing left. Every corridor is filled with expectation of the way that it's always been. I've tried everything that I can think of.
We hear
just
you, Jason.
Can't find a way to fit in. I can't take it. I might break, but I can't let them keep me down. What they want is not enough for me, and I gotta find a way to break out.
Let me find
Now
out.
I know
All
if
the
I
producers in the
try
hub know how to sing.
Deep inside, I'll find the strength to stand my ground.
Singing producers.
But these hallowed halls are nothing but walls, and being me is something that's not allowed. So I'll tear them down. I feel their eyes upon me. Every step it's getting harder to breathe. But each stride makes me stronger. Every step's a better version of me. I will face their past, I will face their judgment, even though we all know what it means. But I can't hide what is happening inside me, a part of me that's gotta be free. Can't take me, I don't care, 'cause you're not gonna keep me down. What you want is not enough for me, and I'm about to show you how I stood my ground, how I broke out despite the chains that always surround me. 'Cause these hallowed halls no longer hold me, and now I am finally free. These walls came down.
Let's go. Jason just brought out the vocals and a heartfelt song. You can feel the emotion. You know what it makes me like? I feel like you could easily write like some songs for like Disney films and things like that. Like melodically and progression wise, that's what that reminded me of, and the way that it kind of the way that it builds, and then bringing in the kind of choiry vocals at the end. It kind of felt like cinematic as well. So yeah, dope stuff. Love it. Yeah. 100%. Excuse me. All right. I see y'all. You got Michael excited, man, with the chord. Let's go. All right. Rich. Gorilla Montage. Neither 70s nor 80s this time. This is 90s plus and possibly even part of this century. This track draws on Massive Attack, Cocteau Twins, and Gorillaz for its inspiration. Ambient goth trip hop vibes. Added a sting ending, but I'm not sure I'm happy with it, so I may snap it off like a Lego. Let's go. Let's check it out. Yeah. I can hear that too. A musical. I like this. Definitely ambient. I didn't. I was trying to unmute myself. Dang, they can use. There's so many elements in here that would be useful. Personally, I think I would take the strings out. But I like that. It also sounded like the panning of the drums was like kind of skewed right a little bit. I'm not sure if the kick was that way as well. The hi-hat is fine. The rim shot and the kick I would center, but yeah, like I think this works well for like ambient stuff. Probably turn the kick and stuff up too, just a little bit. But even with a version like without without drums and this little section here, like just having those two sounds right there would do well too. So like whatever stems you create from that, I'm sure they'll find some use from it. And you'll probably even find like them just placing a lot of the stems, cause like just on some minimal ambient stuff. Phil thought the air horn was a part of the production. But yeah, it was like relaxing, but don't get too relaxed, cause like somebody might come and get you. Cause there was like some little tension. It was uncertainty. There was some uncertainty in the track. But yeah, I like that, Rich. Good stuff, man. Let's go. Janelle. I've been a bit quiet in the community these past few weeks. I've been focusing on finishing up some projects. Here's something I was working on earlier this week. Not sure if it still fits with the suspense albums I've been developing. Let's go. Under the Surface. DJ Horn for this. That was the real one. For Rich's track. I can hear it on the Animal documentary. Discovery Channel. Or National Geographic. When the tiger catches its prey, it remains patient until it makes its attack. Then it takes the food to the family and they enjoy a great meal together. And it gets all bright and happy after they just devoured a zebra viciously. All right. That was dope. I like the key changes and things like that. It keeps it interesting, and it adds like kind of like different moods and vibes. Like it felt like it was going like kind of like dark to light. So yeah, I like it. I rock with it. Yeah, that's how the Rich. That's how the DJ horn. Actually, I had my finger on the DJ horn, and then I wanted to unmute myself, but I hit the DJ horn. So I just like. There you go. You got two DJ horns basically. We got a premature DJ horn and then the actual DJ horn. Wonderful as always with the tension music. Yeah, I agree. Love it. Love it. All right, let's keep it going. We played Seth's. We played Felipe's. Frime working on a new 10-track sport-themed album for one of my publishers, and this would be track 1 of 10. I'm weak at this LeBron gif or GIF, however you want to say it. The beat is not finished yet, but I thought I'd share it for a preview with the group to get feedback before I finish it up. Let's do it. Drop some fire emojis if y'all like it. Dude's swing is crazy. Bro. It's not done yet. What is frying? Oh, 100%. Okay. I see what he means when it's not done. He just got to put an ending on it and then just finish the mix. Because, shoot, that thing sounds pretty darn close to being done to me. That felt good. That thing, that had a vibe to it. Yes. Love the brass. Opening credit. Forget that, man. That's the new NFL on CBS theme. They need a refresh. Give it to Frimes. Frime beats. That was dope. Did we DJ Horn that? I'm hallucinating an event on a basketball court with football players tackling each other during a tennis volley. It's all sports, all the sports. That is interesting. That would be interesting to see. That's a lot. That's a lot going on. Horns are crazy. Clint chewing on beat needs to be a Masa commercial. Love it. Ready for the Super Bowl. 100%. All right. Let's go. All the time. Oh, okay. I got you. Super Bowl ready. Yep. That's around the corner, too. Man. That is around the corner. Look forward to checking out everybody's tracks. Let's give Jason a thumbs up. Just for the encouragement. All right. Oh, just a comment. Let's get Fryman one, too. What if we like somebody and they level up to level 7 as soon as we hit it? That'll be dope. All right, we got Jayco. I'm sharing another drama sports track. Thanks for any feedback. One thing I'm not sure about, there are 2 Sting endings that transition into a verse, but the transitions overlap. So without stems, it might be harder to cut the track. I tried making it shorter so it wouldn't overlap, but it didn't sound right. Do you think this might decrease the chance of getting plays? Okay, let's check it out. And Rich, the Sting ending, I thought it sounded fine, like how you had it on that track, because I know you mentioned that as well. If Masa ever gives me a commercial, I'm like, yo, the music has to come from the hub. We gotta figure out a way to turn it into a sync. Shoot, did I miss it? No, that's fine. Hey, Rich. I'll probably listen to the wife. They have that intuition, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, that definitely works. Let's see how it ends. Let's go. It's ready. Yeah, I thought the transition was fine. They can easily do what they need to do from an editing standpoint. Yeah, the drop, when the drums drop, they drop perfectly. Like they're hitting, sound good, mix sounds good, nice, powerful, aggressive hits and things like that. Reality TV will absolutely devour this track. Even sports. So, yeah, good work, J. Cole. Let's go. We got Truman. This is what I worked on after going to the movies last weekend and attentively listening to the previews. Some gems are in those previews. Cheat code. Trailers. This is all trailers. Loving the transitional sounds. Gradual build. All right. Yeah, I think the drums, the texture of the drums kind of matched this track perfectly. It felt like it felt sort of like ambient with the nice droney bass. You got 3 solid sections here where they can get 3 different vibes from. Or even throughout the whole scene. Yeah, I can see this being used for a lot of different things. Truman is on fire. Let's go. Nice ending, nice pickup with those drums. Yep. Been in your bag last couple weeks. 100% he has. Broken up really well. Yeah. Dope work, Truman. Keep it up. Introspective scene. All right, we got I was about to say Jason Dog. We got Michael Connor. This was one of the tracks I was having logic latency issues with during the submission process and subsequently didn't move forward in the selection process. That sucks. I've gone back and tidied it up a bit more and added some more detail to the mix. Jazz swing band, 5 to 10 players playing a 1920s classic, Down by the Riverside, featuring trumpet, sax, piano, bass, drums, and guitar. Michael in his key guitar, where you can't tell that he's playing it on keys. Let's check it out. This should be good. You gotta change the way you rock to 1920s music. Come on, man. I agree. That track was kind of heavy. Bass player some. '30s big band. Y'all know how to produce that too? You guys never cease to amaze me. I love jazz. Exactly. Like, I have a t-shirt on. Like, I need to go dress up to listen to this. The little guitar little thing at the end. Oh, man. That was great. I love jazz. Like, I like when my first son was born, I literally played John Coltrane albums for him like every night, rocking him to sleep. It worked like every time. Same with the second son. The daughter, I think my wife was up with her more so this time around. So unfortunately she didn't get a lot of John Coltrane. But yeah, that was well executed. It sounded authentic. It sounded like different people were playing the instruments. It was good, man. That's good work. Super classy. Definitely feel like we all just should have been dressed up. For sure. For that. Tambourine. Some nice little tritones in there. Yeah, you even got Rich with his dancing shoes. You do 30s big band week, and my track will sound like a... Yep. Yeah. I have nothing for y'all. For the 30s big band. Ray Charles will be all over this. Let's go. I'm trying to get some AI Ray Charles placements. All right, let's keep it moving. Great work. I would do like a whole album of that. That was good. I would just listen to that. All right, we played Gabriel's. We got James McGregor in the building. Track title, Yo-Yo, vocals, instrumental, mood, feel, atmosphere, catchy, confident, cool, dark. These are great keywords right here. This is metadata, all of this. Up-tempo, preview link. Let's get it. Feels like an ad with this sound. Love the space. It's nice and playful. That's what I was thinking. Yep. Wrapped it up with that thing ending. I would just let that thing finish ringing out, James, and that thing is good to go. Maybe, and I'm nitpicking, that little sound, I would probably turn it down the volume just a little bit. But yeah, no, this is fun. This is a fun one. I think promo ads, car commercial, like I think who said that? Was that somebody mentioned car commercial? That's what I was thinking as well. Car commercial, or maybe some type of electronic something. And then the colors, like with this artwork, it feels so promo-y and fun and vibrant. So yeah, good work on that. All right, we got Michael says, I apologize, y'all. I have nothingness to submitted thou. But I will be listening at the setting of the sun. Hilarious. All right. We got Carl. Here's a song that's inspired by Neptunes being from Virginia, but has a modern twist to it. Let me know what y'all think. Definitely could hear an artist on it or being placed for sync. Let's go. Yes, sir. Frying with the Super Bowl theme music and James from one of the Super Bowl commercials. Boom. There we go. I definitely hear the Neptunes influence. Pharrell singing his falsetto. Yeah, I like this. It definitely has that vibe. The drums, I want the drums to, I don't know if it was like an EQ thing or compression thing, but I would just want to feel them a little bit more. They seem kind of they seem light and airy. I would just want them to kind of thump a little bit more. That's just me personally. But yeah, I like it. I like the vibe. I like the chord, like the chords and like the little turnaround, not turnaround, but the other chord you did at like the end of the loop was super dope. Dope stuff. Yeah, super dope. All right. Y'all out here working, man. Miguel, we gonna skip. This one will be played at the These are hilarious, man. It helps though. Like it literally helps. Like when you just going through a bunch of submissions, you just like going to the next one and playing. But then when you see this in parentheses, you're just like, oh, boom. All right, let's go. And then look, we even have the additional, remember to unmute the audio prior to play. This is why you surround yourself around great people, because they're gonna give you disclaimers and they're gonna make sure you're on the right track here inside Sync Producer Hub. So hit the link in the description, join Sync Producer Hub today, and be surrounded around great people like this. Jay Keys, quick sports action inspired hip hop beat. Mood, upbeat, confident, high energy, anthemic. Let's get it. Jay Keys. I think Jay said this was his first submission, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get it. synth lead sounds great in anything. Goodness. First off, the chord builds from the very first one. I was just like, oh, that's a dangerous thing to do. That is a dangerous thing to do. And then it just continued to just grow. That's crazy. Michael says, first submission. Why hold out on us with those chords? Cleo's rocking with it. Rich is rocking with it. That had a vibe. I know. That would be crazy. So the ending, let's try and help him. Let's try and help him out. Let's see how it ends. We were so captivated by the progressions and the synth leads. Oh no, that's exactly how I would end it. That would be the end. The end. It reminds me when I read my kids' bedtime stories. I say the end. Sometimes I don't read the story at all. I just go straight to the end and they look at me like, bro, stop. Read the story. Nah, this was dope. Like, I think the bass and like the 808, just like tweaking the mix, because it was they were just like a little bit heavy. But I think that's just where, because I don't think it's done anyway. Because I think you were still working on it, but outside of that, no, joint's it's ready to go. Like somebody can use it on something. Like that's just a vibe. Joint's a vibe. Maybe like I can hear that on sports. I think sports would use that because the brass, like the brass is super dope. It'll like on some highlights or something, or like a special. Yeah. So yeah, dope stuff. Keep it up. Please continue to submit. That would be great. We would enjoy it. All right. All right, let's see where we at. I seen a disclaimer popping off. That must mean we're getting close to the end or something. All right, we got Cleo up next. Cleo has been notoriously in his bag for like the past month now, and there's no signs of slowing down. So he says, I wrote Neptune after losing my job. This joint about to be a smash already. Listen, anytime something has happened, smashes just come from Cleo. When everything I believed in felt uncertain, it became a confession about chasing peace in a world that keeps breaking promises, a dream of it's about to be crazy. A dream somewhere I might finally belong. Even now, it still feels relevant. That same longing and surrender echo through where I am today. Let's go. I'm here for it.
If this life is just a dream, why do I keep running? Always close. Oh, never know. Ooh, Neptune. Tired of being poor. Tired of being quiet. I'm so tired of praying.
For dreams that don't come true, nightmares when I'm sleeping, daydreams when I'm moon. Hope cuts deep and never stays. They say I chose this, I don't remember. Said I was made for more, but I feel small. Maybe I missed it, maybe I'm late, maybe I lose, maybe I break. I heard dreams come true on Neptune, where the stars still know your name, where no one counts the hours and no one plays the game. I'd give this life back if I could trade my body for the blue. If earth ain't where I'm meant to bloom, I'll plant my soul on Neptune.
Dude, the depth of the production too.
If I'm meant to be here, then show me why. I'm tired of chasing and getting passed by. I want a life that don't scare me, a song that makes the world feel. They say it'll come in time, but I'm still waiting to heal. They say I chose this, but I don't feel chosen. Said I was meant to shine, but I just feel broken. Maybe I missed it, maybe I'm late, maybe I lose, maybe I break. I heard dreams come true on Neptune, where the stars still know your name, where no one counts the hours, and no one plays the game. I'd give this life back if I could trade my body for the blue. If I
This is a song like you just let that joint rock out. You can't rush it.
Just let me through.
It's an album joint.
Let me go. Neptune.
This dude, Cleo, in his bag yet again. It's like, I want to say y'all gotta stop messing with Cleo because he gonna go write a hit, but at the same time, like, hits come out of it, so I'm like torn. Man, that's how you take a situation and turn it into a story with the art of songwriting. That's how that's done. Great work, bro. Let's go. Emotion. There's like nothing there, just a bass chord, a drone like percussion, and yet fire. Simple works, 100%. Man, this song is talking right to me. Great job. This is Calm Fire. Turn on your cell phone lights and wave them side to side. 100%. Sold out stadium, lights out, everyone. Yep, there you go. Forward to the one. That's it. Can hear a choir, maybe even kids choir on the big chorus. Boom. That would be fire. We need to be able to find this on Apple Music somewhere. Go ahead and put this out. Put all of it. Just release all of it. 100%. There we go. Boom. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Allison. Who else we got? We got Nate. Flares is down there. Flares got one in. Uh-oh. Oh, man, he's hitting it. Okay. We're going to get down there to Flares. So he got a game. Got the door game. He brought it back. Another from me and my daughter singing Nothing's Ever Wasted. Allison be over there cooking too. Her daughter sounds like a professional singer too. We got Nikki, Janelle. It sounds like Allison about to be on that list. Who else? Easy. Ooh, that moment of space. Crazy. Who's on guitar? I have questions and concerns. Goodness. I've heard so many different styles of music from Allison. Like, she's like a musical encyclopedia, like in real life. It's crazy. Yeah. Like that vocal performance, the writing, the production, that thing is ready. Super syncable. Who is Allison's daughter? Like, what star is Allison's daughter? You have any other talented kids, Allison, that we need to know about? That's wild. Like you says I'm old. Get out of here. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, yeah. I mean, you and your daughters can just take over sync. Just y'all got it. Just hold it down. That's it. That's all you need. All right. Good stuff. Great work. I don't have anything for that. I'm sorry. I don't have any critiques. I don't have any critiques for you guys. All right. Nathaniel Cole, one of my R&B jazz joints. Let's go. More jazz. Excuse me. Let's check it out. Hiding from what, though? Hiding from singing? Sounds like she's trying to be found. Singing like that. This is a vibe. Love those hits. It's fire. Let's go, Nate. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Yeah, this. Yeah, they'll use this. And this will just get played on the playlist regardless. No doubt, man. Thanks for kicking it with us. Yeah. See how it ends. This is smooth. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yep. It's a little on the longer side for sync at 434, but I think it's definitely like syncable, especially for like when you see those briefs for like they're looking for like lounge music, like jazz lounge. Yeah, that easily playing in the background joins a vibe. LW says, I joke about everybody wins, but tonight could actually be it. It's crazy, man. Y'all came with some heat. I know I had to go back. Like, hold on, there's some things happening. Yep. Great work. All right. So I believe we are entering MVP zone. I seen a disclaimer. Go up from, oh, I can search comments. I don't think I knew I can do that. Oh, snap. Shout out to Ecamm allowing me to search Look at that. Love it when I discover stuff. All right, disclaimer for newbies. Our MVPs, Flares and Miguel, have modeling their artistry on Clint's Chewing. They never miss a beat. Poll spoiler alert, Nikki or Jason D wins. Have a great night. There you go. So let's do a poll. I like LW's idea. Let's do a man, good. Well, I think we only had 3 ladies, right? Nicole, aka Nikki, Janelle, Allison. Let's throw all 3 of them up there. And then, man, let me get this started. For y'all. I'm almost through. I haven't muted yet. Listen, y'all ain't getting me tonight. I'm gonna make it. All right. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's get this poll popping. We throwing Nikki on there. We throwing Allison. We throwing Janelle. Who's our final one? That Cleo joint was heavy too. Let me see. Drop it in the chat. This is for, oh dang, I gotta scroll all the way down. That's the disadvantage from searching. Right? No mute. We almost there. 2 more tracks. Yeah. Go ahead, drop. I have Nikki, Allison, Janelle. We're throwing the ladies up there. Then we got one more spot. Michael posted way too early. Allison, Janelle. I know, right? It is. It's low-key overwhelming. It's hard to process. Oh, yeah. That's right. With the female artist, what was it? PG University? Something like that. All right. Let's throw Seth up there. Let's go. I knew it was somebody else. Here we go. Jermaine, what's up, bro? Here's the poll. I need to see some palm trees. We about to play Miguel's joint, and then we're gonna end the night with Flares. He has a special activity for us tonight. So let's go. Let me see those palm trees. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna scroll back down to Miguel. He says, I just finished this one last week. It ain't well mixed, and I still need to add ear candy, fix edit points, ad libs, but here's what I got. Okay. We're gonna see what that sounds like. It could probably still get synced if I had to guess, though. All right, I'm seeing palm trees. Here we go. I have to try it. Naciones con Corazon. Corazon. Did I get it right?
Miro al cielo y recuerdo el momento que anhelaba vivir este encuentro. Hoy me uno en un sentimiento, este fuego me quema por dentro. Quiero ganar, quiero gritar y con el mundo voy a celebrar porque nos unimos en una voz. Somos naciones con corazón. Somos naciones con corazón.
Naciones. That's right. I remember that.
Somos naciones con corazón. Emociones envueltas en mi pecho retumban muy fuerte. De solo pensar que llegué aquí no fue por suerte, porque no corrí tanto para detenerme aquí. Si crucé todo el camino es para llegar hasta el fin. Recordando el recorrido puedo ver todo el progreso. Es notable y queda claro que todo esto es un proceso. Naciones unidas en una misma dirección, idiomas distintos, una misma población. Dejamos el corazón en el partido. Para esto he nacido. Miro al cielo y recuerdo el momento que anhelaba vivir este encuentro. Hoy me uno en un sentimiento, este fuego me quema por dentro. Quiero ganar, quiero gritar y con el mundo voy a celebrar porque nos unimos en una voz. Somos naciones con corazón. Somos naciones con corazón. Somos naciones con corazón. Entrené 1000 horas bajo el sol, bajo la lluvia. Cada vez que me caía crecía mi furia. Una furia que me trajo hasta aquí. Mi apellido y mi número se va a sentir. Entrené 1000 horas bajo el sol, bajo la lluvia. Cada vez que me caía crecía mi furia. Una furia que me trajo hasta aquí. Mi apellido y mi número se va a sentir. Miro al cielo y recuerdo el momento que anhelaba vivir este encuentro. Hoy me uno en un sentimiento, este fuego me quema por dentro. Quiero ganar, quiero gritar y con el mundo voy a celebrar porque nos unimos en una voz. Somos naciones con corazón. Somos naciones con corazón. Somos naciones con corazón.
Yeah, this is dope. It needs to be mixed better though, Miguel. Great work, bro. Yeah, this is gonna be fire when it's finished. And love the vibe. Like there was like a few different vibes in there. Some switch ups in there rhythmically. That was dope. I rock with that. All right. Let me see those fire emojis for flares. We had the palm trees. Now it's time for the fire. Yeah. All right, so Flares is giving us options. He says, ready for Halloween. Patty, don't run. I've got candy. All right, Patty, you hear that? He said he has candy, so you don't need to run. All right, you do what you will with that information. So door number 1. Forgot I made this for a brief a few months ago. Or door number 2, a throwback to destroy your ears and your night. Which one y'all going with? Door number 1 or door number 2? It's up to you. It's up to y'all. It's not my call. It's out of my hands now. It's out of my hands. So I'm going to wait for y'all's votes, man. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want door number 1. Drop a 2 in the chat if you want door number 2. And I am so close to finishing this stream without muting or forgetting to unmute. I'm very proud of myself tonight. Rich says, I'll take the cash. Monty or door number 2? Door 1 leads you through door 2. Michael sounds like he's been through this before. Nikki says destroy. G5 says door 1. It looks like we got 2 for destroy. 3 for destroy. All right. It looks like we're going with door number 2. All right. Patty voted 2. I guess she gonna see if she gonna get some candy or not. Here we go. Door number 2. Patty some new shoes, y'all. He's out of here. It's crazy. Like, so many of Flair's trailers sound like they end with a dinosaur dying tragically. Fire. Honestly, that's not the most scary trailer I've heard from Flair. That kind of felt like action suspense to me a little bit. But you never know. Like, it could take a turn suddenly, and next thing you know, bad things are just happening. So I had to play a cello with a guitar pick for the end. This is crazy. We need like a 24-hour cam set up in Flair's studio, just to observe them, like, just from day to day. To see what's like happening in the studio, because like something like that, I would never think to like play a cello with a guitar pick. That's brilliant. Not a bass guitar with a violin bow. Yo, Rich, man. As if that wasn't wild enough. That is hilarious. Yo. Dude, y'all are a hilarious group of people. All right. Always a pleasure. I'm about to eat tuna salad and chips. LV be over there smashing on all types of deliciousness. Been up since 3 a.m. Most likely be back up at 3 a.m. Sync life. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Nope, I know. You never know what you're going to get, but always want to run it high. Whenever Flares comes on, amazing ears. It's crazy. Like, seriously, like, I think that's like the next step is what you mentioned. Love it. All right. So yeah, we'll have to donate like a new pair of shoes. Like, we've been putting Patty through it for years now. So I'm sure like there is no sole left on those shoes. It's just the top and strings. All right, let's check out this poll, man. Let's see where we at. Ooh. We have a tie right now. It's Nikki and Seth. Somebody got to break the tie. It's Nikki, Seth, and then Allison came in a smooth third place. And I did not mute. Let's go. DJ Horn for me. We did it. Wouldn't be able to do it without you guys in the disclaimers. Shout out to Miguel. We made it happen. Teamwork makes the dream work. No mute. We did it. All right, we got a tiebreaker. Nikki pulled away with it. Shout out to Nikki. Vocals were crazy. She did a guitar solo with her vocals. Insane. That was the highlight of the night. Clint wins for not muting. Everyone could hear all of the music tonight. Great work. If you don't know how to get your music placed in TV and film, you should learn how to do that, because honestly, at this point, 2025, I feel like it's probably like one of the last ways to make money with your music. So learn how to do it. Go to syncproducerhub.com. The link is in the description. Inside the Sync Producer Hub, soon, I'm going to post it in the calendar. It'll probably be like in the next 2 weeks. We're going to do the art of transitions, where I'm going to go in, break down just, how to build effective transitions for sync and things like that in your productions. So look forward to that. It's going to be dope. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a great weekend. Be blessed, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.